Hi guys, I hope you all have had an amazing week. And just looking over chapter 1 and based upon our course discussion this week, the theory that makes the most sense to me is Vygotsky's social cultural theory. And I agree with how the cultures, how they have to be spread through certain interactions, how that helps further development. I also believe that being a part of a community and having those social influences play a key major role in growth and development. And if there was a theory that I highly disagreed with, it would be Sigmund Freud's theory, simply because I believe Freud did not spend enough time developing his theory. And reading over in chapter 1, he never studied children directly. So I think that withheld him from expanding his theory. And I also feel like if he would have spent more time studying, he wouldn't have as many limitations. And also, with his sexual driven theory, when he developed it, it was during a Victorian time period. So we really cannot compare the stages of development from that time period to this time period. So it's very hard to use that theory to explain many stages now than it would have been in those past times. And I feel like what's important to understand when aligning with a particular theory would be the social influences, the culture, and the time period. I think that over the course of life, even looking at the lifespan perspective, one of the key components is it being multidirectional and multidimensional. We have multiple influences, multiple forces that are playing a huge factor in our development. We also are seeing different changes to social norms nowadays. And I feel like when we begin to understand a particular theory, we have to see what was the time frame when this theory was developed, who developed this. And like Dr. V said, many of these theorists, were sexist, were racist. They didn't deeply look into maybe background influences, maybe environmental factors. So it's a lot to take into consideration when deciding what theory perfectly aligns with maybe a client that you may have, or a case study that you're looking at. It's very easy to look at the surface of maybe something that you're looking at, but once you open and see the influences, the culture, the community that maybe this person came from, I think it'll be better to then align a certain theory with it. Once again, I hope everyone had a safe week, and I will see you all on Monday.